Can't even get some people away from their dialogue. It's awesome. All right, let's come on back to our tables. So I'm just going to reiterate the powers in the dialogue, and if you hear the dialogue, you hear the energy in the room, go up with that. And as we share the things that we're grateful for and as we connect with people, there's just so much power in that dialogue, and there's so much to share. And I've asked you to step outside your comfort zone and talk about yourself a little bit. And that can be really challenging, and I just want to congratulate all of you, and I'm grateful to all of you for having done that. I utilize a values-based leadership model in my teachings and in what I share. And 2 years ago, or 2.5 years ago now, I got a government grant to go to Railroads University and get a graduate certificate in values-based leadership. And while reading the outline sounded really cool to me, I didn't exactly know what I was getting into. But when I got into the values-based leadership program and started to recognize what it meant and what was going to happen for me, it was really powerful and really exciting. And I've decided that I want to share that experience with as many people as I possibly can. And so a lot of people ask me, like, what is values-based leadership? And values-based leadership is a leadership model where you identify and define your own personal values, and then you start to ensure that your actions and behaviors are aligned with those values. For me, values are your deeply held beliefs that bring action to everything you do in your life. And so sometimes your values are conscious and sometimes they're not. And what I want you to do is bring your hands out in front of you and bring your hands together and cross your fingers. Okay? And I want you to take a look and notice which thumb is on top. Okay? How many have the right thumb on top? Okay, those with the right thumb are known to be the smartest people in the room. Okay? How many have the left? Okay, those the left, they're the best looking people in the room. And does anyone have both on top together? They're the smart people that know they are the best looking in the room. Okay, so now bring your hands apart again. Shake them out. Now, you're purposely going to change your fingers so that you're crossing in the opposite way, and not just switching your thumbs, but switching your fingers as well. Okay, and how does that feel? Very awkward, very uncomfortable, right? Now, what would make this not feel as uncomfortable? Switching back, but that's not what we want to do. We want to stay in this uncomfortable place. What would make it feel less uncomfortable? Practice, right? A little bit of time. Okay? And so I'm asking you to step outside your comfort zone a little bit today for 30 to 45 minutes. Step outside of what might be comfortable for us so that we can, again, look internally and look at ourselves. And so we want to move our values. We want to move our culture from the subconscious to the conscious. And so consciousness is when you start to become aware of what's happening around you. It's about having an awareness of how you feel about that and why you feel that way. And so as we start to put some words to some of these things, as we start to embed our values into our culture, we're going to start to become aware of, well, this is a thing that's happening. I didn't know it was happening before. Even though I saw it in front of me, I didn't recognize what it was or what that impact was. And so perhaps after today, we can have a little bit more awareness of what impact that might have on ourselves or another person. And so it's really important that the values we desire and the values we live, the culture we desire, the culture we live, are aligned with each other. And sometimes that means as leaders, we need to step into a zone that's really uncomfortable,